Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I have two shafts. I'm going to do a comparison between a stock shaft, the one that came with actually my M1. I have it on an M6, but this is just the stock shaft that whenever you purchase online, you get just a regular stock shaft. It's a Fujikura 60 Pro stiff. And on the other hand, I have a really nice shaft. It's actually the Fujikura. It's the Speeder 661 Evolution. So it's the latest, the last series of the Evolution. Now the difference in cost, this shaft right here is about $100, and this one right here is about $350. So there's a big difference in cost. They're both stiff. The weight on this one is 59 grams and 66 grams on this one. I'm gonna see if it's worth playing with an aftermarket shaft. Obviously the costs are really high. It's a huge difference in cost. So I just want to show you a comparison table between the two shafts, the Fujikura Pro and the Speeder Evolution. They're both stiff flex, same length. The weight is 59 and 66, so 7 grams heavier, the Speeder Evolution. The tip flex is 110 and this is 100. So here not much difference. For me, the biggest difference is the torque from 4.5 down to 3.4. This right here is the same. I'm not sure if there's a difference in mid-low and low-mid. Spin is the same, and then this is another difference for me is the mid to high lunge, and then this is just mid lunge. So basically for me, the difference is the weight and the torque. And I would also say maybe the launch. So I'm going to do a comparison. I'm going to hit some shots with my stock shaft, which is the one I'm gaming. And then I'm going to hit some shots with this new shaft. It's the first time. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how it's going to perform. I read a lot of things about it, and it should be really good. It might not be a shaft for me, but I always wonder if it's, you know, spending that extra money on a shaft, if it will make a difference. Like I said, they're both stiff. The only main difference is the torque and the weight, because it will be like 7 grams higher. This is 66 grams and this is 59 grams. Alright guys, so first up is my stock shaft, which I have to say, a lot of times I play every day on the simulator, so I know exactly my distances with my driver. I was playing pretty good this morning, so I would say my max distance will be like 230, like you see here, 227 carry, some roll. But I want to say that the feeling on this shaft, when I want to give it a little extra speed, I feel like I lose it a little bit to the right, and for some reason it doesn't go as far. So I kind of struggle with the shaft if I want to give it a little more speed. Another thing about the shaft is that I feel like the more speed I give, the more unstable the face is. I hit some nice shots, and a few of my misses now tend to be a little bit to the right, and I hit some right here, as you can see, and they're very representative of what they actually are, because I do play a lot on the simulator, so I will definitely know the difference when I switch now. My only concern with this shaft is that I don't know if at times when I add more speed, it feels like the face is a little unstable. That's my feeling. Now I'm gonna compare it to this one and see if it's actually the shaft or if it's maybe worse with this one or better. This shaft, the torque on it is a lot less. So I'm hoping that this will help me more than this one, maybe be a little more stable. Now the launch here is supposed to be higher with this one. I don't struggle with launch unless I tee it up a little high. Now, obviously, I'm an amateur player, so maybe difference in shaft is not going to be that huge compared to a pro. That's why I'm doing this testing, and that's why I want to tell you if it's going to be worth it buying a aftermarket shaft or not. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it. So I'm using the same head. I'm going to put it in the same setting, 9 degrees standard loft. And I'm gonna hit some shots and see if we see any difference.
Okay, so I took a few practice swing, and I have to be honest. Right away, it felt the way it felt like it was really attached to the head. So it felt really, really stable. So this was my very first shot, and it was a bomb basically. And I gotta tell you, I know you're gonna say that probably I was hitting my swing speed was higher, and it's true that it was higher, but the way I think is that with this shaft, it basically allowed me to hit it faster. So I was no longer afraid to lose it to the right because it felt so stable. And I think that's what a lot of people go wrong. They say your swing speed is this and that, so you don't need anything stiffer or with different characteristics. But as you can see here, the difference in distance is about 10 yards more with this shaft. And basically all I'm doing is I feel more control. I feel like I can control it better. It felt really smooth. It felt like I can hit it faster. As you can see, it increased a little bit my swing speed. The ball speed was huge. If you notice, the numbers were really, really high. And it's the shaft, because it can be the head. The head is the same. So I was really, really impressed. This one right here, I lost it a little bit to the right, but it didn't feel like my other ones. I kept good distance, and it never felt like I was losing it to the right as much. So it felt like I was much more in control, definitely. So definitely impressed with this shaft, guys. I was really, really amazed at the time when I tried it. And then again, this is my first time. This was shot after shot, so I wasn't editing anything at all. And I was swinging faster because I felt like I could swing faster. So not because I wanted to prove that it was a better shaft.
Okay, so as you can see, I don't know what happened there. It's crazy, but I'm hitting 10 extra yards. I know that you're gonna say that maybe I'm swinging a little more. I'm telling you, I was trying to swing the same. I think what happens is like it feels like I need to like give it. I could give it a little more with this one for some reason, even though it's heavier. It feels much more smoother than mine, and I think the main thing is that it's the torque and the tip is a little more stable. So for me, a lot of times I miss it off the toe, and if you look at the replay on my other shaft, you can see that the club kind of twists like that. It goes like that and loses distance. With this one, I hit it off the toe and it was like the same. So this is not gonna, it's gonna stay there. It's not going to move. And to me, I think that's the reason why. So it's not only the club head that makes it forgiving, it's the shaft as well. If you have a shaft that is stable here, and if you hit it off the toe a lot like me, it's not gonna move. It's just not gonna move. It almost feels like a different driver. I mean, I don't know if it has to do with the grip, because the grips are different. This is the Iomic grip. I did a review on this one, so make sure to check it out. Maybe it's the grip, I don't know, but it feels really, really stable, very smooth, and it feels like when I want to give a little more power with this one, I always feels like I lose it to the right more, even though it's stiff. With this one, as you can see, it's just going to stay there. I mean, even if the face is not going to move, it's just going to be stable through the swing. So I would say this is a fantastic shaft. I mean, if you have a chance to try other shafts, please do so, because it has nothing to do with the club head. I mean, with this shaft, as you can see, I'm not trying to tweak anything. You can see that extra 10 yards. I mean, I know for a fact, I play every day on the simulator, and my most 229, unless I get like a really super shot, you could do more than that, but I have to really, really increase my swing speed. With this one right here, the very first shot carry of 240. I mean, that's incredible. The same club head, the same loft setting, everything is the same. So it's definitely the shaft. And now, is it the shaft for me? I don't know. Maybe there's something even better for me. Probably maybe like a little less weight, like maybe like a 55 gram with the same characteristics. Maybe that's best for me. But I gotta tell you, the difference between these two are huge. Also, remember that this shaft right here is almost like 7-8 years old. This is only like 4 years old, 3 years old actually. So there is going to be a difference in technology. There is a difference in price. So I think a lot of people have the idea, you pay for what you get, and maybe that is so. I mean, I have to be honest. I do see the difference. I'm an amateur player, so I'm not a professional player, and I can see the difference. I would also take it to the course, guys, and do a proper review of this shaft. But for me, I'm keeping it. It's staying in the back. I'm not taking the shaft off this driver. This is my shaft for now. So I like this shaft too. I was hitting good shots, but you cannot compare between these two. It's just day and night. Obviously, I'm hitting it from the simulator, but you have to understand that I know what my distances by heart. Every day when I play the same hole, I know exactly how much I carry. And when I switch shaft, I carry an extra 10 yards. When I miss even with good distance. And it's just a huge difference. Now, it could also be the grip as well. I don't know. But I think it's the shaft. I mean, it's to me, it's fantastic. It's just a whole different feeling. It feels, I'll tell you how it feels. It feels really, really stable throughout the whole swing. I mean, it's not, at least for me, because I don't have the high swing speed, so I can get to about 100, but it feels like it's not gonna move. And I think this gives me like mentally, I wanna like swing faster with this, because with that one, when I swing faster, I kind of lose it to the right, and so that kind of keeps me from swinging faster. With this one right here, if I swing faster, it's just gonna keep going until all at once. So it kind of encouraged me to swing faster with this one. All right, guys, so that was it for the video. I'm really, really excited. If you get a chance to change shafts, please do so. Try them out. I think more than the actual club head, with the right shaft, you can gain more distance. It's not only the club head, because this one is a very forgiving driver, but like, you know, if you hit it off the toe with that shaft, it's gonna move like that. If you hit it off the toe here, this is not gonna move. It's gonna stay there. So, and that's gonna give me an extra 20 yards, especially on my miss hits. So I will probably do another video so you can see at the course if actually it's the same than the simulator, but it's very, very promising already. And I definitely love it, guys. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.